you to our health and wellness seminar here. It's sponsored by Rhoades Car International at the lovely West Haven community here in Franklin, Tennessee. And as you can see, we have several models of the Rhoades car to show you today, and we are the four-wheel bike that drives like a car. Presenters, my name is Phyllis Shelton. I'm Vice President of Rhoades Car International, and we have our President here, Mr. Bill Pomeroy, and we are delighted to be with you, and that's us on a two-person go-boy. So let me tell you a little bit about Rhoades Car. We are totally unique in the world. This company is a 21-year-old company this year, but started in 1991 in Hendersonville, Tennessee. It's an original Tennessee company, and we are a certified made in the USA product. That means at least 80% of our components must be made in the United States of America. We use local companies to make the majority of our components, and we give Tennesseans jobs. We give Americans jobs. And the Rhoades car was actually invented by David Rhoades, and he tinkered and tinkered with the Rhoades car until he was able to put it on the market in 1991. He did pass away at the end of 2009, and we were so fortunate to be able to acquire Rhoades Car International shortly after his passing. Last year, we were privileged to win the 2011 Tennessee Green Business Innovator of the Year Award, and there were 10 awards given away, and we were in good company because one of those other award winners was the Nissan Leaf. So the benefits, I'm going to touch on these, of riding a Rhoades car. Certainly financial, because not using any fuel. Lower maintenance cost. It's a bicycle. Environmental, doesn't get any greener. No emissions whatsoever. And the safety. You know, a three-wheel trike, which is becoming more popular. A little tip. Some of you know that, I bet. A four-wheel, you are stable. In fact, we have a lot of people get these bikes who have balance issues. Health and wellness, I'll develop this more, but in a nutshell, it's lowering the risk of high blood pressure, diabetes, obesity, and we are really starting to be inundated with people who have bought Rhoades cars who are telling us exactly these things. Obesity in this country has to be addressed. There was even an HBO special on it recently, The Weight of a Nation. And if you look, the rise in obesity ages 20 and up tripled since 1961. You know, a third of the people are overweight, another third obese, and extremely obese. So we have to do something, because here's the cost. 2/3 of adults, a third of children are obese or overweight. That's $190 billion a year in related health costs. That's 20% of our healthcare expenditures in this country. And we are fortunate here in Tennessee to have a governor who really does care, and he's just saying, you know, we have to do something. This is affecting our economy. It's certainly affecting our state budget as more and more people become sick due to being overweight and all of the health-related issues. And even the children, you know, we just have to find a way for families to exercise together, have fun together, and get away from the video games for a while. And here, cycling does help fight obesity. Now, in our state, our obesity rate's like 30, you know, almost a third. We have grown from the second to the, or maybe I should say shrunk, from the second to the 8th most obese state in 2012, and that progress has been just over the last couple of years. So the Tennessee Obesity Task Force, of which I'm a member, is trying very hard to do things in the state to make people aware of what we can do about the obesity epidemic. So we at Rhoades Car are contributing to that help, and let me show you how. We're making a way for people to exercise that is less strenuous on joints, leg and arm muscles, as compared to other activities. I mean, I don't know about you, but certainly as I've gotten older, jogging and running just is not something I truly enjoy anymore, because I want to take care of my knees, because I know when I injure a knee, it's months for me to get back up on my feet. And the Rhoades Car makes that possible. And when you're doing low impact aerobic exercise, you're getting a steady increase of oxygen to the bloodstream. And by the way, that oxygen goes to our brain. And all of a sudden we're just thinking more clear and we're a whole lot smarter. What's not to love about that? And people who do this kind of aerobic exercise, such as biking a few times a week, then you get to the decreased risk of diabetes, heart disease, and high blood pressure. And it certainly helps people lose weight. And you'll be excited when you hear this. Cycling burns between 300 to 500 calories per hour. Woohoo! So the people who are doing it every day or every other day, they are losing weight. Build strength and muscle tone. You know, this is a holistic manner that we can involve nearly every part of our body while we exercise. And the more we do it, we're improving our cardiovascular fitness, because it's making our heart work harder, but at an even rate, so we're reducing the risk of coronary heart disease. And the more we do it, we build endurance. And the motor on the Rhoades Car, that's totally an optional thing. But what some people like about it, and I guess I'm one of those people, but I know that I can pedal, and then if I get really tired, I might use the pedal assist with the motor a little ways, and then I get my breath back. And then I'm going to pedal longer the next time. So if you're trying to really build your endurance, it's a nice thing to have. Not a necessity, but it's there for those who want it. Cycling improves overall coordination. Just arm to leg, feet to hands, body to eye coordination, which helps you even when you drive a real car. You know, just all of that coordination is going to make you a healthier person. Strengthens bones, improves posture, and because you're not like this, you're actually sitting up like you would be in a car. And whoever we are today, I think we all have some kind of stress, and this is such great exercise. Not only is it the physical exercise, but especially if you can take a friend maybe and you're sitting side by side visiting and having a great time without a flat screen television in front of you, there's a lot to be said about that. Quality time with the people you love. Most important benefit, though, is it is flat out fun to ride a Rhoades Car. And when you see the smiles of the faces of when people see them for the first time, you know exactly what I mean. I think the oldest couple we had on one was late 90s, and then kids absolutely adore them. It's just something all ages will love. So I'm going to show you we have three different models: the Cycle Car series, the Go Boy series, and the Sport Ped series. And then it gets down into whether you want a one-person, two-person, four-person. So let's get into that a little bit. The Cycle Car series is the original Rhoades Car that David Rhoades designed. Comes in a 1, 2, and 4. And it's the classic styling. Some people say it looks like an old-timey A model, especially if you put the spare tire on the back. And this is a recumbent position. People swear by this because it really helps. And it's the same exercise you get in physical therapy because you're pedaling out, not up and down. And then the seats, you can see how comfortable they are. And this one is where you can take the whole family. We also have a solid back seat, so you could fit 3 people there. And then the Go Boy is pedaling up and down. And it's a little bit smaller. It's more like in the 38-inch width. And you can also see these are optional seats with the back, very, very comfortable. And the handlebars, you can use regular handlebars, or this is a butterfly handlebar so that you can hang on like that. And the Comfort Ride is a new model we brought out for people who really need or just enjoy. I love to ride on the seat. It's 22 inches wide, feels like gel, very comfortable, and a great way to exercise and just enjoy how comfortable it is to sit there instead of being on a banana seat. Here are Ashley and Sherry Johnston. They're from Knoxville, Tennessee. They were enjoying our Rhoades Cars at one of the trade shows in Chattanooga. They're from The Biggest Loser. And then here is O.V. McGilly. He's formerly Atlanta Falcon, player. Now he's with the St. Louis Rams, and you can see how much he's enjoying it and having a good time. And then we have our Sport Ped series. This was just a prototype when David Rhoades passed away. We have brought it to market, and it is becoming so popular. See, it has the big windshield. It gives you the UV protection you need. It's wind resistant, and you can certainly add the motor to that as well. And it's just a lot of fun. You can have the black frame, the silver, but the windshield will remain tinted to protect you from the sun. So you're really deciding, do you like the wind in your face, or maybe you want to be protected from that. A couple of testimonials we love. This gentleman's severe back issues, and he told us that the only time he's pain free is when he's on his Rhoades car, because he says here that he had a slip disc, he couldn't stand or walk for more than 2 minutes before grade 10 pain set in on his lower right side. As a result of his excitement upon the delivery of his Rhoades car, he discovered he can pedal without pain. And this 80-year-old man, he called in for a part and said that he's had this bike. See, he doesn't own a car. He's had it for 17 years. He's put 50,000 miles on it. And asked him if he was worth the investment, and he was very excited. He said a colorful word, and then he said, yes, it's been more than worth it. It's the best thing I've ever bought, and I'd be lost without it. It's the best form of transportation I've ever owned, and the best part is never needing gas. And this, we have a couple for people who use it with their grandkids, and I'll just say this to you. If you don't like your grandchildren, if you have grandchildren, you don't like them, the last thing you want is Rhoades car, because if you get a Rhoades car, you will not be able to get rid of your grandchildren. They'll be wanting to move in with you, because they truly, truly love it. And I like what he said here. The smiles on the faces of the grandchildren tell it all. It's a great thing to do. And he is in North Carolina. And this gentleman in Jacksonville, he bought it back in 2002. They use it as an alternative to the golf cart. Because the thing about a golf cart is you can't exercise, right? With the Rhoades car, you're getting the exercise that we all need, and it's fun. And again, his grandkids play on it for hours. This one came in just this year, and it's a gentleman in central Wyoming. He's had his Rhoades car 13 years, and he's 72 years old now. He said, thanks for a hell of a lot of enjoyment and good health over the years. And you know, he told me that he smiles every time he passes a gas station. Here's our Nashville Mayor, Carl Ding. He's a strong supporter here in Nashville of supporting bicycling as a means to fight obesity. And he just says that, you know, we all know we need to exercise, but the thing is, we've got to get started in a way that we can enjoy, so it's not a chore. And this last slide just says, knowing, from one of the most famous philosophers, knowing is not enough, we must apply. Willing is not enough, we must do. So at this point, I would just say we need to have some fun, and let's go out and take a test drive and see which model you like. And you know what? There's even a test on our website. It's a personality test. You can go in, 15 questions, and that too will show you a picture of the Rhoades car model that fits your personality. But nothing does it like getting on them. So, welcome to the seminar. So excited to have you, and really looking forward to showing you all exactly how much fun a Rhoades car can be. Thanks for coming.